And hello everyone, and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play series. How you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. It's currently week 53, the start of our new year, and in all honesty, not much is going to be changing. So I went ahead and thought, like, what do I want to do for the start of the year? And I didn't want to go ahead and immediately start building a farm. I didn't want to go ahead and start working on some things that we haven't already started working on. So for this week, this is actually the simplistic list for what I have for what I want to do this week. During the world tour of last week, you may have remembered when I went to the spider farm or I went to the fish farm, I had talked about wanting nether portals at those farms just because of how far they are, and that feeling is still there. So that is what this first thing is. We're going to be going ahead and putting portals at those two farms. The villager hall is the usual. We're actually going to be going ahead and trying to finish the wall that is around the villager hall, as well as possibly getting some terraforming done, and of course moving in some more villagers like we have been before. Then the mining village, I want to actually start getting more work into, possibly going ahead. I want to figure out where I want to put another portal in that area. I want to figure out how I kind of want the terrain to look inside of it, as well as I want to start moving the items from the mining village into our bulk storage. And then finally our base, which is honestly probably going to be the first thing that I want to do. And all I really want to get done with our base is the area over there. I want to tear that out. And in all honesty, I don't want to completely get rid of this thing because we have the path that leads upwards to it. So I'll just have to figure out what I want to do with it. And yeah, this is probably going to be the first thing I actually do today. So let's get started by first moving out all of the animals. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long. And we'll just move them out with everyone else. And I also need to move all of these up. I didn't actually realize I still had this here, so yeah, there goes my inventory. I guess for the time being, we'll actually just move them out here. All right, and now time to tear out all the decor in here. And I'm gonna have to probably do this like half and half because I can't necessarily take out the floor before I'm done with the bottom floor. So maybe I should do this first. And there we go. Completely filled in to obviously an extent. I left the room as it was, but that's just mainly because of the fact that, again, I don't know if I want to go ahead and like make this maybe an area for all these animals to stay in here. I did add lights in here though, just because I didn't want anything spawning in here. But yeah, it's weird to see all the decorations in here completely gone, but times have changed and we no longer need the storage room, so oh well. It did last us for a while though, so you know it isn't a thing that should just be ignored, which is why it took me this long to actually take it down. But now that we have that little bit of base fixing out of the way, let's go ahead and make those portals, shall we? This is going to take a while because I actually have to fly to where those portals are in the overworld, and then I need to link them up in the nether. Fun. So first we'll start flying over here for the fish farm. Alright, here we are. And I'm just gonna build the portal right here on top of it. Light it up, and now back to base. So yeah, we'll go ahead and head to the nether to actually get to the spider farm, and probably hook up the fish farm portal while we're there too. Alright, so the fish portal should be right here. And here's hoping I built this correctly. Alright, cool. Don't have to worry about the fish farm now. And now off to our witch farm so that we can get to our spider farm. Now we have to go ahead and fly all the way over to the spider farm, because this was a lot further than I thought it was when we were doing the world tour. Yeah, this one's going to be a lot more necessary than the other one. And I guess we could just put it here. That'd work. Alright, take the coordinates, and we're off. You know what? I'm gonna try and go through the nether. It might be faster. I do have to break this portal. Alright. That could have been worse. Got worse. And now our portal should be somewhere around here. Let's hope this works. Alright, cool. So now we finally have portals to both our fish farm and our spider farm, which is going to be so nice to have. So now let's head back to base so that we can get started on the next thing on our list. And that next project is going to be the villager hall. And when I'm talking about the villager hall, I'm planning on doing three things. The first thing we're going to be doing is I went ahead and bred some villagers between weeks, and we're going to go ahead and move those villagers over to the villager hall. Then we're going to work on finishing up the outside of the villager hall, which is going to require a few materials like stone bricks and dark oak, blackstone, as well as deep slate. And then finally, I want to go ahead and do some more terraforming over there to kind of clear up the area and make it look a little bit more normal. So that's the plan, and I'll meet you guys over at the nether portal for the villager breather first. Alright, so at the villager breeder, you could probably tell that I've actually been sitting here for a little while. I found out why the villagers weren't, well, the villagers were being stuck as the babies, and that's just because of the fact that, well, you can't have more than 3 in an area, apparently. I found that out. So yeah, that's the reason why. So I want to move all these guys over to their new home. So yeah, let's go ahead and move all these guys over to the villager hall. Honestly, probably getting all the brewers done. And alright, that's actually one job completely taken care of now. So now we need to try and get the other jobs, which I think I'm actually going to start by working on the farmers up here, because for what I have planned for next time, it just makes sense. Doesn't mean this is going to be any less hard though. And there we go, more farmers. The farmers didn't actually take as long as I thought it would, especially when having to move them up a level. But yeah, so there are now 7 new villagers, 3 brewers, and 4 farmers. But hopefully they stay like this. Yeah, we got different trades here, which is fine for the time being. But now let's focus on something else. So here is the wall we're going to try and finish. And I've been debating this before because I said I don't know if I want to bring this out more or if I want to just cut off here, and I've decided to literally just cut it here. So there will be a pillar going up, so, and then I will go ahead and fill this in with the same pattern that I usually do. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I have that finished. Alright, there we go. There is the entirety of the wall. Now, it might look alright from down here. Obviously, it still needs a little bit of, like, greenery and decoration down here, but if we fly up, there is a little bit of an issue that I've seen, and it's literally just because I have a 1-block wall strip here, and I don't actually know if I want to change that because I can't bring it out because we have windows there. I could possibly take this down one. That might be an idea. But for now, I just kind of want to run with it and see how it turns out. Now, for our final task for today is the terraforming portion, which I don't think I'm going to get through all of it today. Mainly, I want to just kind of take this hill down a bit due to the fact of it's blocking the windows to an okay view of the water. And I just want it to look a little bit more natural than it is right now. So I'll go ahead and get started. And alright, obviously it's not done, but that is a more clear view than just having that mountain right here. Of course, I'm gonna have to go through and add like actual grass instead of the stone and the copper and coal over here. And it doesn't give that much of a view of the little water over here, but honestly, I did not realize how far down that was going to have to be if I wanted it to be the case, but oh well. And I didn't realize how long this was going to take. This actually took a little bit of time just to get this area out, and then after I do this, I want to go ahead and terraform this down because this isn't correct, and then it is the same for over here. This side isn't as bad, but I do want to still terraform it just a tiny bit, just kind of make it a little bit more smoother of a transition. But yeah, for now, that's all I'm going to do for the villager hall. So the final thing we'll go ahead and do is head over to our mining village and actually get some stuff done there. So I'll see you guys over, well, at the mining hole or the mining village. Alright, now at the mining hole, I'm going to be doing some stupid stuff today. Well, the first three things aren't stupid, the last one kind of is. Because for today, what I'd like to do is I want to make a wooden border around the circle at this level. It's the lowest Y level. It's going to look a little weird over there due to the fact that we have some caves, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. Then I'd like to go ahead and possibly go through here, see if we could add in some like air, dirt that I could figure out where I want places of interest to be. Then I want to go down there and see where I'd like to put the portal. It's probably going to be along this wall, but I think what I would like to do is kind of figure out what Y level I would like to have it at. And then finally, I'm thinking about moving all those into our bulk storage. That's the stupid idea, but that's a problem for future me, so let's work on this first. Alright, besides having to jump down there multiple times because I placed the wrong block, broke it, and then it just fell down into the water, I'd say that went out pretty smoothly. But yeah, we have a nice ring around our hole, which may not make sense at the moment, but I promise you it is for something later. I also could now take down these towers, I just realized. They don't really serve a more purpose now due to the fact that I've completely dug out the hole. So now what I'd like to do is jump down here and go ahead and kind of figure out where I want to have the nether portal, or at least what Y level. Because like I said, I want to have it here, but I think what I might do is we might end up breaking this out. I might need to have a haste beacon actually. Now that I've said I don't, I might actually do. But I'm not thinking of putting this obsidian portal too high. It's also going to be probably big. Bigger than any other one that we've made so far. Just because of the fact that I want it to feel important. And we'll also probably have it be corrupted like our base, but probably not to the same extent. It'll probably just have another rack and that'll be about it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking the base, or even just the ground of this layer will be. That it'll just be here, and it'll go up to, I'd say probably near the top. Here, let me see if I can mark that, so I can kind of see where I want to have it. There, that's gonna be one heck of a portal, but I think it'll look amazing. It'll be obvious, it's not gonna be up against the wall, obviously. It's gonna be like further back, that's the reason why I was digging. And that is flat with the ground level that I'm gonna have for this area. And that's probably, God, let's just realize how much I'm gonna have to cut out because that's also gonna be pushed back. And then what I'm thinking is the shape's probably gonna be something like, if we were looking at this not from face on, but like from a side profile, it'd probably be like down, curve here, go in as far as we want, and then come back out here to the water. So that's going to be fun, because my thought process is this will be like the nether portal, and like we'd probably have the same amount cut out here, and that would be like deep dark area, because I do think having a deep dark and just dark areas in general would be cool. So this wouldn't be necessarily where the town is. The town will be more in this portion here, probably stopping around honestly near the deep slate would probably make the most sense. Now comes the question, do I actually go ahead and place down some dirt platforms for like overhangs? Because I do want to have some overhangs in this because I don't want it just to be like a flat surface. But the question is, do I make those overhangs by placing blocks or do I do it by breaking blocks? Which one would be faster? Well, first things first, I would have to build it overhangs about here, like on this level. So if I place the dirt block there, can I land on it is now the question. All right, the answer is yes. So yeah, like the idea would be to have an overhang kind of like so. We wouldn't be able to have it over the beacon for obvious reasons. So we'd have this, right? And this could be an overhang. We could have one like up there and just kind of figure out where I would place things. But do I want to at the moment? Because I don't want to like... The reason I'm doing this is because the overhangs are going to have, like, this would be the base layer, and then, like, we'd have to have a gradual slope into the bottoms, which that would take a while. And then, of course, not all overhangs have to be that huge. We could have ones just, like, slightly peeking out, kind of... like what I'm thinking for this one, maybe. Yeah, kind of just like this. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I was going to be. There probably is going to be more than just these, but I have 7 platforms placed around here. Yeah, like there could be one just at the border, but we'll see what I decide upon. I also probably should have taken into account any pre-existing caves, but I don't think I placed any on those, which is good. Also, the pre-existing caves I think are actually down there. But yeah, so we have all of this placed down, and these will be like the different levels. So there might be like a build here, build up there, build right here, build over here. Just basically, if we take these and just go up a bit, that's probably the area I'll clear out for these. And of course, maybe expand them too. But for now, this is all I wanted to do for the planning side of things. Meaning we get to go ahead and have fun with probably the hardest thing that is going to be for this build, which is moving all of these chests, because all these chests are filled with items, basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out all my shulker boxes, at least all the empty ones, and we're gonna have a great time moving all of these. I'm gonna be here a while, but for you guys it'll be only a few seconds, hopefully. Alright, so progress update. All of these have actually had blocks put into them. As you can tell, there's just a lot of cobbled deep slate in these ones, not all the way filled though, as well as deep slate here. I've gone ahead and started putting tuff here, and there's gravel in here. Now, you might be realizing very easily that that is not the amount of chests that were in the wall that we had back at the mining village. So you want to go see like the chunk of chest I've taken out of it? This is the chunk I've taken out of the wall. Now you might be wondering, why did I not go ahead and just do all of it and come back to you guys with the result? I've been here for over an hour taking these chests, putting them in shulker boxes, fly back over to our base, putting them in the bulk storage, fly back over here, rinse and repeat. It's slightly starting to take its toll. And I think honestly this would just be better if I go ahead and take a crack at this piece by piece over the weeks. Kind of like how this mining hole project has been going anyway, where I've been working on it between weeks. So yeah, I'll go ahead and chip away at this bit by bit, but for now, that is all I wanted to do this week. We went ahead and filled up the area where our original base used to be. Went ahead and put some portals down at 2 farms that we needed to, the spider and fish farm. Did some work on the villager hall, terraforming a bit, as well as getting some villagers in there, and also finishing up the wall. And then of course, our mining hole, or mining village, where this is going to have to be a later thing, but we did go ahead, put the ring around, as well as kind of figure out where I want to go and put some platforms probably, as well as where I think the nether portal should go, which I just realized looks really tidy from this perspective. But nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed. I thank you all for watching. You all take care, have a great week, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Alright, take care. Bye bye.